Now, it seems like Harvard University alumni really do not want Sean Spicer or Corey Lewandowski to be given fellowships at their institution. Now, this whole fight comes after a list was released early in September of people who would be made visiting fellows at the Institute of Politics. Now, among that list is, of course, Sean Spicer, as I said, Corey Lewandowski, Joe Scarborough, and Chelsea Manning. Now, Manning was on the list, and then she was summarily dropped. I'll get into that in a minute. But Newsweek is reporting that Spicer and Lewandowski have attracted the most pushback from members of the university community. An online open letter asking Harvard President Drew Faust to rescind the offers of fellowships to the pair have been signed more than 1,900 times by people that are claiming to be Harvard alumni. Now, the letter addressed to Faust and the Institute of Politics at Harvard said that the invitations had given an imprimatur of intellectual and moral legitimacy to two men who had done much to degrade public discourse in this country, reignite white nationalism, and further reactionary policies that harm millions. So the letter also criticized Spicer for serving as, quote, the mouthpiece for an administration that runs counter to the values Harvard purports to embody, and questioned what undergraduate students could learn from him. It said, what can undergraduates learn from a man whose brief tenure in national communications began with an unabashed lie about crowd sizes, continued with an ignorant minimization of the Holocaust, dabbled in unvarnished hostility to the free press, and ended in public ignominy? The letter asks. And of course, the answer to that is nothing. I mean, if you're there to learn how to lie and bullshit to people and to exaggerate crowd sizes, then I guess Sean Spicer's your man. If you want to learn how to assault a reporter, you would go to Corey Lewandowski, which we'll get to him too, because the letter also addresses him. But again, look, those reasons are, well, those are the reasons that even mainstream corporate media will not hire him. CNN, not even Fox News, man. All the mainstream corporate media channels, they took a big hard pass on Spicer. Okay. In fact, sources told NBC that Spicer was passed over because of a, quote, lack of credibility. So he has no credibility, and he should have no credibility. Now, on to Corey Lewandowski. Now, the open letter also referenced Lewandowski's controversial time as Trump's presidential campaign manager, during which he allegedly assaulted a female news reporter and was seen on video manhandling an anti-Trump protester at a campaign rally. The letter said that Lewandowski had run a campaign that began with racist provocation and continued with rampant misogyny, and suggested he posed a threat to would-be journalists at Harvard. The letter said, what could this man offer that would be worth exchanging for the safety of student journalists and the greater Harvard community? Now, this letter, of course, was launched by Harvard graduates Talia Lavin, Paul B. Van Kofnet, and Pete D. Davis, according to the Daily Beast. Lavin told the publication last week that they were aiming for over 500 signatures, and of course, as you can see, they got way more than that. Almost 2,000 signatures. So, good on the alumni for pushing back on these two obviously deplorable people. However, I'm not going to give too much accolades until they actually start pushing to reinstate Chelsea Manning as a visiting fellow. Now, the university did rescind their offer to Manning in a show of extreme cowardice after CIA Director Mike Pompeo decided to pull out of a speaking engagement at a Harvard forum. Oh my God, you don't want to mess with Mike Pompeo. Why? Because people can learn so much from him? No. No, here's the thing, right? The college establishment got super spooked because they were challenged by somebody who actually put her neck out on the line and actually served jail time to let us know, the people know, what the government was doing in our name. And so here's Mike Pompeo, now a member of the government, saying, oh, we're not comfortable with that. I'm going to have to pull out. Unless like if you get rid of Chelsea Manning, I'll stay in. I'll stay in. Because everybody wants to listen to fucking Mike Pompeo. Really. No, look, I don't know if these alumnus, by the way, are sticking up for Manning or not, but I do hope so. However, I do appreciate that they're at least pushing back against Lewandowski and Spicer. There's absolutely no benefit to having those two serial liars and altogether terrible people be visiting fellows to Harvard. Whereas Manning, again, Manning, people can learn from her. Now, the college, as I said, is going to have to decide whether or not it's actually going to listen to the alumni and not just kowtow to the people in power, the people in government. So we're going to see if they have the balls to do the right thing, and I hope they do. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.